Hey, good morning, everybody. Captain Jim Palmer here, the Dream Business Coach, coming to you from the bridge of my floating home. You know, as entrepreneurs, we live pretty unconventional lives. Would you agree? I mean, how many people are willing to put in the kind of hours and, make the commitments and unfortunately not be able to make certain events and family gatherings and things like that because you're building a business? Things don't fall into place into nice, neat, organized boxes when you're building a business. Much as you think about work-life balance and things like that, when you're an entrepreneur and you're in growth mode, there's a lot of choices and a lot of decisions that you're going to have to make. And believe me, you're going to get some looks and maybe even some comments about the decisions you make as you're growing your business. And by the way, when you get to be very successful, you're going to get some looks also like, oh, wouldn't it be nice? Oh, I wish I could do that. And people will look at you a little sideways. Maybe if you don't work Mondays or Fridays, people are like, what the hell, And so I know I've experienced that, and I think people can be very sensitive, and you have to desensitize yourself to the fact that you're living an unconventional life from what most people do, and that's the life of an entrepreneur. It's pretty interesting. Look, the hard part about creating success is not walking away from a job or, starting a business initially when things are going right. It's scary to be sure, walking away from direct deposit and a paycheck and paid vacation, being able to, sign out at 4 or 5, 6 o'clock, whatever time you get out, and kind of leave the business to someone else, leave it to the owners. But when you're the owner, you don't get that luxury, right? And so, that's the scary part is creating a business initially. I'll tell you what the super scary part is, and if you're there or if you've passed through it, you'll recognize it, but, the super scary part is finishing. Truth be told, that's really the hardest thing. I know some other coaches, but I'll just speak for myself. That's one of the hardest things a business coach has to face. It's not creating ideas or brands or books, marketing campaigns, websites. It's not creating any or all of that, irresistible offers. The hard part is really getting your clients to the finish line, because there's a lot of pain that's built into the transition from where you are now to where you want to be. You got to go through a lot of swirling crap. And that's really where you find out who's cut out for you. It's where you really find out how much your courage bank is filled up with deposits, how much you're going to be able to draw down on your courage bank. I remember one of the things that helped me, so maybe if you're in this situation right now, one of the things that helped me early on was when I really was trying to get out of the major debt that I had, and I was trying to think, man, if I could just grow, X number of dollars in revenue, I could pay down debt. And a mentor of mine said, Jim, how many people are using no hassle newsletters right now? And I forget exactly, but let's just say 60. And I really had hopes of growing it dramatically higher, which I did. But he said, 60 people, that's interesting. You got 60 small business owners, and you think you're somehow tapped out or maxed out, or why you're not sprinting right now instead of cowering is really alarming to me. And he said, let me ask you this, do you think you can find just two more small business owners in each of the United States? All 50 states, can you find two? And when he put it like that, it's like, well, who the hell couldn't, right? That'd be pretty sad if I couldn't find two new small business owners in the United States. Well, if I can find just two in each of the 50 states, that would be 100 new clients, which would be, 10 to 15, maybe $18,000 in new revenue per month. And that really got me excited. And I think that mentor, that coach, really knew what to say to me to get me out of my funk of where I'm doing okay but not great. I don't have enough traffic. I don't have enough clients. I don't have enough prospects. I'm not giving enough quotes. Get me out of that morass of, oh God, it's not working, into, can you just do this and then move forward? So that's really a lot of what makes some coaches more successful than others, being able to help their clients transition from the average business to the dream business. And how do you help them get through there? Because like I say, the brands, the marketing, you got to be good at that. But you also got to know how to motivate people, how to help them and push them and encourage them and kick them a little bit, kick them in the butt, metaphorically speaking. And that's where you find out again how much people are willing to endure, how much they're willing to invest, and how much they're willing to go through that swirling mass of crap that separates them from here to there. So anyway, this is, I don't know, it's Monday, so we'll call this Real Talk Monday, Straight Talk Monday, Tough Love Monday, whatever you want to call it. But if you are trying to grow a dream business, if you're in that middle ground right now and things aren't working out exactly as you wish, like light switch, new clients coming, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you're going to find out how much courage you have in your courage tank. How badly do you really, really want this to happen? Are you willing to do just some unbelievably hard things, difficult things? Are you willing to dig deeper than you really even thought possible? You know, I'm very blessed to meet and call for some friends, some very successful entrepreneurs friends, and we all one time were chatting. We said, if we knew then what we know now, we probably wouldn't have started, because it's always harder. It always takes longer. You always got to dig deeper. You always got to invest more. That's just the facts. And most people just go in with wide-eyed and what they think is a realistic view, but then when it gets really, really tough, that's when you find out what you're made of. Anyway, that's some real hardcore stuff right there. You just have to find out how much courage you have. How badly do you want to create the dream lifestyle you have? And when you get there, are you willing to put up with the glances and sideward glances like, gee, that must be nice. I wish I didn't have to work all this hours and stuff. Can you just say, well, yes, it is. Thank you very much. All right, I am Captain Jim Palmer, the Dream Business Coach. It's No Call Monday, but want to check in with you. Wish you a great week, a productive week. Kick some major entrepreneurial ass and make things happen in your business. Find out exactly what you're made out of. Dig deeper. Make it happen. Have an awesome day. Take care, everybody.